Now, I didn't know that this was actually coming out, but when I made that magnetics belt loadout video, the height of the Pincer single, the old one, was a complaint that I had during that video. The old Pincer single, as I showed in that video, the pocket was just too deep, so it was just very difficult to get a proper Coke can grip. Here though, you can tell Lev spent some time getting this correct on the new version though, as now the whole system sits at that perfect height on my belt to really get that ideal purchase on the magazine, making not only the pouch a better system, but improving the whole belt suite overall. Well, my favorite pointy hat, fireball throwing weirdos. I got some exciting new stuff from Agilite to show you today. Some of this stuff released a little bit ago and other stuff released like yesterday. So yes, you can use discount code TLDco on all the new stuff and on all the old stuff over on the Agilite website also. But all this stuff has already been shown over at SHOT Show, so you may have seen all this stuff already, but I've had a good bit of time to test it all, and I will say there's some pretty wild upgrades that I think we've all been asking for a little bit now. So today we'll be digging into the all-new Pincer Placard Multicaliber and Pincer Single Multicaliber. I'll also spend some time to break down the MD-2 medical pouch that was released just a little bit ago, along with showing you some cool tricks on how to set that up in your carrier in some unique ways. We'll upgrade our belt setup now that the Pincer Single Multicaliber has a much better depth to give you the perfect mag position on your belt. I'm trying to think. Is that all I have today? Mags, MD-2, what's this? Oh, we have the admin. Nope, never mind. Can't show you that yet. We'll show you that thing soon. And I think you're gonna love all this new stuff. And in reality, most of you probably already ordered all this and are just watching this video, waiting for it to arrive. So before we get into this and break down all this gear, let's take a moment and thank today's sponsor. Today's video was sponsored in part by Nocturn Industries. Nocturn leads the way in developing new and innovative night vision housings, from the ruggedized Manicore R with manual gain and IR illumination built in, to the jaw-dropping Quad Chimera that gives a wider field of view to just dominate the night. From the guy just getting started in night vision to the quad nod professional, Nocturn Industry has you covered. I keep saying it, but I really am working on some Manicore R content, so keep an eye out for that. And as always, you can use discount code TLDco over at nocturnindustries.com. But big thanks to Nocturn Industries for both supporting the channel and removing a lot of the barriers of entry into the night vision world. Now, let's talk about biases, and we have to talk about some obvious ones with me kind of loving the Agilite guys. Now, the TLD team has worked closely with Agilite for a long time, and we really look forward to seeing them when we get to catch up with them at trade shows. It's really like a big family when the TLD team and the Agilite guys get together, and I really will say that I think that Agilite guys are probably some of the nicest people you'll ever meet. Now, I say all that as I have some obvious biases. So that means that you as the viewer with a company that I like or a company that I dislike, I highly recommend you watch other content and other reviews than just mine or just one other reviewer on YouTube. Just watch a bunch of them so that you can be the most educated consumer possible. All right, though, I think that's finally it. And all my disclaimers, let's get into the first one with the Pincer Placard Multicaliber first. So here we have the new placard, and at first look, it seems very similar to the original. I'll grab it here so you can see how different it is though. The first thing I think everyone notices is how much more streamlined the new Pincer is, as it seems like there was a focus on refinement of the entire design. The top rear fabric has been removed, and the spacing between the mag pouches has been narrowed so that you can see it's about a 1/4 inch shorter on each side. This was something I had heard complaints about, as the original Pincer could stick out over the sides of your carrier just a little bit. The new Pincer Placard just seems a little bit smaller, and it results in kind of this tighter and more compact overall package. That's a pretty nice upgrade over the old version. Along the bottom of the new Pincer, we also see new pull tabs that have been installed on either side, making it easier to grab the bottom of your placard to change out setups or add in various front connection systems. With the admin panel being full moly, that means you can change out all sorts of different stuff. You don't have to have a whole bunch of mags on the front. You could change out to all sorts of different things for different mission sets and then put it on the front of your placard. It's really cool, and we'll get into this soon, I promise. Along the rear of the placard, we see the same smart design with the full hook back and adjustable height straps. These allow you to loosen and adjust for any plate carrier height just by loosening the hook and loop tab and then adjusting the height required for your carrier. I've always loved the tabs on the original Pincer, and I'm glad to see it move over because it works with all the different oddball plate carriers out there. Because there's this super annoying thing where some gear companies just try to fleece as much money as possible out of the government and out of police forces, and they build these stupid proprietary systems. But yes, with these rear straps, it will very likely fit every plate carrier you can think of, and you can use G-hooks or quads and buckles. You can just flip them out super, super easy. Surprisingly, it'll even work with the brain damage that Cry's been putting out the past few years. Now though, moving to the main pouches, we see all the exciting changes. On the front of the mag pouch, the reinforcement has been updated with a more streamlined design, along with the addition of side reinforcement to allow for more aggressive mag designs. The multi-caliber in the new Pincer Placard name is what these side reinforcements are all about, because now your PMag Gen 3, AK mags, or anything with little tabs on the rear that rip up other mag pouches all work perfectly. I also had a ton of comments. I posted a little picture about the admin panel and this whole thing. 308, like AR-10 mags, no, they're not gonna fit in this. I did ask Agilite, but they are doing a very specific 308 version that's gonna be coming out really soon also. But you can do all sorts of really cool pistol caliber mags in these. Along the inside of the Pincer is the standard hook and loop, but it also includes these little mag dividers when you order. You connect these in the center, allowing you to now place in 2 pistol mags or just position it to give proper retention to like PDW style mags. You can also move the little insert around anywhere you need it to if you want to do something like I have here with a single mag and a flashlight configuration. Now, don't worry, Ronnie. Agilite didn't forget about all my high-speed Redditors out there that want to jump off their mom's deck. Having the standard loop on the inside means you can also add in the jump retention straps to give you that level of added security to your mags if you legitimately need that. I really think this is some of the best combination of both retention and re-indexing that's on the market, and the new Pincer Multicaliber is just, from top to bottom, superbly thought out. You have this hybrid of advantages with the elastic and reinforced opening to give you this best of both worlds situation, while also allowing for various plate carrier sizes, a large variety of mag sizes, and the adjustability for pistol mags or various different loadouts. I really think it's done well, and I'm trying really hard, but I just don't have anything negative to say about it. If for some reason you've been needing a placard for that AK you don't shoot, or if you ordered PMag Gen 3s on accident when you were meant to order Gen 2s, well, this will work out perfect for you. Now, I'm just joking because I really do think that the new Pincer Placard Multicaliber is just sleeker and more compact, and it's a solid upgrade. Even if you own the original Pincer Placard, I think this is a whole lot nicer. And I'd go so far to say that I think this placard is right up there with the top on the market in terms of, all the placards that I really love, like DM and Shaw. It does really, really well. I do recommend, though, leaving a mag in it for like a day or so the elastic has time to loosen up and you just have this perfect fit for everything. It can be a little bit tight when you first get it, so put a mag in there for a couple days, let it sit, and it'll just be amazing. Now, though, let's look at one more, and let's look at the Pincer Single Multicaliber. The new Single looks to have seen a much larger revision change to the old Pincer style. We see the same design changes on the new placard with the updated front reinforcement and sides to allow for that same wide range of mag designs. But the wild difference we see is the height. The new Pincer Single is far shorter than the original. Now, I didn't know that this was actually coming out, but when I made that magnetics belt loadout video, the height of the Pincer Single, the old one, was a complaint that I had during that video. The old Pincer Single, as I showed in that video, the pocket was just too deep, so it was just very difficult to get a proper Coke can grip. Here, though, you can tell Lev spent some time getting this correct on the new version, though, as now the whole system sits at that perfect height on my belt to really get that ideal purchase on the magazine, making not only the pouch a better system, but improving the whole belt suite overall. And then flipping it over, on the rear of the new Single is the same design as before, with the half-inch segments to accommodate various MOLLE and belt sizes, along with the integrated MOLLE tabs. Included also are the same mag dividers, so you could repurpose this mag pouch on the fly to secure your Scorpion or Strybog mags if you're like me from 1995, or whatever you want to have here. It's also the same as the full pincer with the retention tabs if you want to add these into your belt mag pouches also. Now, I'll be totally honest, I'm trying not to just say positive things here, but from the height of the pincer single, the placard, it's all just great, and I haven't found anything that's just pissed me off. Both these products includes updates that we've all wanted to see for a long time. So as soon as I got the Pincer Placard, I threw it on my plate carrier, and as soon as I got the new Shorty single, it went right on my belt. It's just rare to see the exact upgrades we've all been asking for, done in a really smart way. So I'm a big hot yes on both the placard and the single. I think there are significant upgrades done here that's gonna make you want these new products, even if you have the old version. Now though, I still have one more product for you with the MD-2 medical pouch. So let's tear into this. Lastly, we're at Agilite's take at a fast deployable medical solution. The front of the MD-2 has a nice loop panel with a large medical indicator for easy recognition, along with the side pouch for medical shears. This tab can also be removed and swap sides if you, like me, are part of the superior left-handed humans. The top of the MD-2 also has a flap for a tourniquet that can be adjusted on the rear for proper retention or cinched down if the tourniquet is removed. Along the rear, we see the same included molly straps and half-inch slots for belt or plate carrier attachment. We also see there's a belt pass-through if you want to connect this onto your belt in this method. Now, I will say I generally recommend attaching this via molly as I think it's easier and probably a little bit more secure. Plus then, you don't have to remove everything off your belt just to slide it all the way down. Maybe that's only a left-handed problem, but God, that's obnoxious. But I do like to keep some of these medical kits handy, just like, in the car or something. And it's nice to have that simple belt loop if I'm hiking or if I'm just, screwing around at the range. I can just put it on a normal EDC belt and it's super useful. I can connect it in and not have to carry it in my hands or something. Also on the sides of the MD-2 are two quick release tabs on either side with these badass red and white Agilite logos. These make it so you can quickly pull upward and out to retrieve the medical supplies from both your left or your right side. Pausing here though, I want you to see there's also a red stripe and a red arrow, so you know how to align the inner pouch when you reinsert it. Here now, we have the full MD-2 inner sleeve, which has a modular design to allow you fit and organize all your different medical gear. I was able to get a basic medical loadout of gauze, dressing, gloves, chest seals, and a Mylar blanket. I could easily add in some quick clot also to the setup if I wanted to do that. We've seen a lot of medical pouches lately, and the MD-2 has just done well, and I like that it's a little compact setup that I can take with me or just throw on my carrier or even my battle belt. Now, you do need to remember that you can't go absolutely hog wild with this because the outside isn't elastic, so there is kind of a finite amount of stuff that the inner pouch can hold. One very small change is that I wish the end of the flap was rolled over or hook and loop, so I could easily connect this into a medical stand or other equipment to hold it when I'm trying to get something out. I also think that like 0.1% of the population would ever, probably lower than that, would ever need that. So it's just a gripe and just a small place you could actually improve this to step up above the competition. Overall, the MD-2 is a solid medical pouch that's just well-rounded and versatile and really expands the magnetics belt and Agilite gear suite, allowing for a smart medical gear solution while also keeping it compact and easy to carry if you're in a tactical or more civilian role. Now, there's actually one bit, like an optional bit when you order this, that you can get that's kind of obscured here, and that's the actual plate carrier attachment, and this thing's pretty nuts. The optional plate carrier hanger attachment looks basic, but it allows you to connect in your MD-2 and then also connect the entire setup into the front of your carrier or connect into the rear bags and run it like a roll one on the rear of your carrier. Meaning you can connect in a mag pouch like the Grim Hunter Rapids or anything that sits flat when empty to give you both a rear medical deployment solution along with a spare mag underneath. I really do need to play with this whole setup, to flip sides of it too so it's on the correct side. I do like it a lot as it's very interesting and it's really easy to get to that other mag, but I've definitely gotten used to having my whole medical equipment just attached to my battle belt. It really does make adding another mag to the rear of your carrier just super easy though, I'll tell you that right now. But that's it. That's all the new stuff with the new Pincer Placard, the new single, and the new MD-2 medical pouch that's now stuck on the back of me. I really think the revisions to old designs and new medical gear solutions show that the Agilite suite of products makes for some of the most innovative and versatile gear on the market. I don't know, I love Agilite a whole lot, so maybe I'm tainted. So let me know what you guys all think about the Pincer Placard and the single down in the comments. I hope you all stay tuned though as we look at the new admin panel soon and show you some crazy new setups. I think you're all gonna like it a lot, but I hope this review of the Pincer Placard and Pincer Single Multicaliber along with the MD-2 was useful in your purchasing decisions. I wanna say thanks to all of our YouTube members and our Patreon supporters. You guys make it possible we can show off all this cool stuff and have it all out to you on release day so you can see if it's actually worth your money. And I wanna say thanks to everyone that likes, comments, and subscribes. Comment down below what you think about all this, what your favorite gear is. I wanna hear all about it. And if you're gonna pick up some of these, or if you already did, I wanna see some of your pictures and all the stuff you got. All right, everybody, Walsh out. Now, AR-10 mags, no, they're not gonna fit in here, but I did ask Agilite and they are working on a version specific. Can you hear that? God, it's gotta be the flight path, like right here, above my head. Okay, I wanna talk about these. These are, can you see these? These are the new pants. Hold on, I'll fix the camera. All right, that should do it. These are the new Otte gear downrange pants. Dude, I am loving these. It's probably hard to see, but there's like a cool little grippy like knee pad thing going on. There's magnets on the pants. I need to do like a whole video on these. But if you're wondering what I was wearing, yeah, Otte gear downrange pants. I love their coats and everything else. It's a super slim fit. I'm geeking out. Beyonds are usually my favorites. I know I'm just geeking out over pants at the end of this video when I normally just talk about nonsense. Hey, there's airplanes. There's a nonsense I normally say. But yeah, these are really cool. I'll do more about it. Love all the new Agilite stuff. Love all the Agilite guys. I hope if you guys pick this up, you're gonna be super happy with it. It's crazy. The new admin panel, I promise I'll show you soon, is also crazy, along with the second layer. It's cool stuff. All right, more cool stuff coming. I'm not gonna say I'm gonna do night vision stuff. I say that at the end of every video and I never do it. I'm really working on stuff. All right, everybody. All right, get out of here for real. It's hot out here.